Today I'm sharing my week with you. It's the second week of my 2022 reset. If you're new here, I'm Amy. I'm a wife and a mom of a 9-month-old and a 2.5-year-old, and I like to make videos on what I'm cooking, meal planning, meal prepping, and WW content. So if any of that interests you, consider subscribing. If you saw my 2022 reset video, you'll know I set 4 goals for myself. If you haven't seen that, you can go ahead and check it out after this video. If you'd like, I'll link it below. But I have 4 goals, and I thought I'd show you exactly what I'm doing to implement those goals. First one was eat veggies 1 or more times per day. I don't naturally like veggies, so I'm just trying to incorporate them in ways that I don't have to put a lot of effort. So like in a smoothie in the morning, or meal prepping the veggies so that I don't have to think about it. It's already ready for me to eat. This is the goal I'm going to focus on most in this video, so the food. So I meal prepped this protein veggie bowl, and I'll show you how I did that now. The first thing I'm going to make for the bowl recipe is I'm going to make some like baked crispy chickpeas. So I'm just using these garbanzo beans and then oil and then all of these seasonings. So salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, chili powder, cumin, and I don't have paprika, otherwise I would add that as well. I just rinsed these chickpeas. I'm going to go ahead and dry them out, and then I'm going to pour them on the sheet tray, put olive oil on it, all of the seasonings, bake it in the oven at 400 for about 10 to 15 minutes, toss it, and then do it for another 10 to 15 minutes, and then it will be done. I had never had baked chickpeas before this recipe, but I loved them. So now moving on to the veggies. So I bought this head of broccoli. I wish I had bought 2, but I only bought the 1. And then for convenience, I just bought these frozen diced sweet potatoes. I cut up the broccoli, and I took the broccoli and the sweet potato, I put it on a sheet pan, I added some olive oil and some seasonings. I will include the complete recipe in the description below, and I went ahead and roasted it until it was done. I made some tahini sauce, so it's like tahini, lemon juice, and some seasonings. I believe it called for cumin, garlic, and salt, but I actually ran out of garlic powder, so I just used an onion salt, which has garlic in it. I got it from Trader Joe's. And I did have to add water to thin it out. I love sauce. I think it just elevates every dish. Here is everything. These chickpeas, to reheat them and keep them crispy every day for lunch, I just toasted them in the toaster oven. I sprayed on some olive oil spray, and I just toasted them for like 5 or 6 minutes, and they were really crispy. My husband and I enjoyed eating this for lunches for a few days this week. So I used just microwave rice, and then the sweet potato and broccoli, and the tahini sauce with those chickpeas, and it was a really tasty and satisfying lunch. I was really happy to have this on hand, and I didn't have to actually prep veggies every day. Another thing I've been having to get the veggies in is a smoothie. I've been starting my days with smoothies, and the thing that I found works really well is cauliflower rice in smoothies. So I've been adding just this frozen cauliflower rice. I feel like it doesn't change the texture or the taste of the smoothies. Here are the ingredients for this smoothie. And here there's water, unsweetened vanilla almond milk, and then there's some molasses down at the bottom. Over here I have almond butter, some fresh ginger, banana, that's cauliflower rice, and then the seasonings are cinnamon, allspice, and salt. I also did include a scoop of vanilla protein powder. I did have this smoothie just the one day, and I had different smoothies the other days. I just used like cocoa powder, banana, the cauliflower rice, and almond milk, and it was a lot lighter and a lot less points if you're on WW. But this one was really good, and it was definitely worth it. This is a higher point breakfast, but I really wanted to try it, and I figured, you know, it's still healthy and I can just take the rest of the day as it comes. So let's go ahead and try it. It's really good. It's kind of like a gingerbread latte. It's thinner in consistency, but I really like it. I also thought I would briefly show you The other meals we had this week, not all of them, but just some of them, starting with pizza. Pizza is a staple in our house. I make it homemade a lot. I'm in my kitchen right now. I'm just about to make some pizza. So normally I make pizza dough homemade, but sometimes I'll buy, takeout pizza, or I'll buy the pre-made dough from Trader Joe's. They have a really good one. And I also will sometimes buy just pre-made crust. But we really like pizza around here. Growing up, my mom used to make it almost weekly. My sister makes really good pizza. And while I do think their crusts are probably a little bit better, this one's really good and definitely lower in points. I use the My Busy Kitchen pizza dough recipe. It's really good. It uses Greek yogurt instead of oil. So I'm going to go ahead and make that now. To shorten the time, I like to steam my veggies in the microwave. I take like a tablespoon of water with the veggies that I've chopped up. Today it was onion and pepper, and I cover it and I microwave it for like 5 or 6 minutes, and it gets completely soft, as you can see, and it works really, really well. Another thing that I think really elevates this pizza dough is by using half all-purpose flour and half whole wheat flour. It just adds an extra kind of layer of flavor. I'm making 4 small individual sized pizzas and then 1 larger pizza. To keep the pizza lower in points, I like to add a lot of spices, so like oregano, basil, some crushed red pepper for a little bit of heat, and I also like to add just Parmesan and no mozzarella. This way, I get all of the strong, cheesy flavor without as much cheese. We also had this Cajun chicken sausage pasta. It was really, really good. My husband said he would order this at any restaurant. It is in my last video, which is the 5-ingredient recipe video, if you want to check that out. And these enchiladas were also in that video. These are 2 of my favorite recipes I've made in a long time, but this is like cheesy chicken enchiladas. So these were also really good, and we had these this week as well. I also had chili for dinner. We love chili around here. It just provides a lot of leftovers. It's really satisfying and hearty. It's nice for this cold weather if you're in a cold weather climate. And I used tortilla chips instead of oyster crackers because I didn't have any oyster crackers, but it was really good. I also had grilled cheese for dinner one night. I added some hot honey that I got from Trader Joe's on it, just a tiny, tiny bit, and I thought that really made it good. And I had it with the leftover roasted chickpeas and some fruit just to kind of bulk it up. I also have just really easy things, like I had cereal and a banana for breakfast one morning. We also had pancakes for dinner. Pancakes are kind of one of my go-to dinners that I like to make. Everyone in the family likes them, and so I like to cook them. I had kind of a lower point hot chocolate a couple of times. I like to make food. I really enjoy cooking, but sometimes I just want something really easy and quick that takes no effort, but that also kind of is a healthier choice. I'm currently in my kitchen trying to figure out what to meal prep for next week. So I wanted to continue to have veggies in my lunch prep. I thought it was a really good way to get the veggies in. I didn't have to put any effort in every day, which I thought was really nice. So I'm going to continue to do that. I'll probably include that in a video, but I also want to get my steps in. I want to exercise. I do a lot of walking around my house, but you saw that I also got a new pair of shoes, and we have a treadmill here, and so I'm hoping that with a pair of shoes that I can wear like indoors, we don't normally wear our shoes inside, I will walk on the treadmill more often. I want to continue on my cleaning schedule. I did talk a little bit about all of that in my 2022 reset. I hope this was inspirational for you, or you found it entertaining to watch. But if you are looking to get back on track on WW or to eat more veggies, then we could do this together. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe for more. I do post every single week. I always include the recipes in the description below, as well as the link to the WW recipe builder, so that way your points will be automatically calculated based on your preference. I'll see you next time.